Words help me out here. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain.
The Viewpoint is criticized once again for its derogatory comments that effectively question the morals of American Idol winner Carrie Underwood. Many saw Carrie's choice to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration as audacious, and it sparked a wave of criticism. Unafraid to show their anger, the View hosts used this opportunity to publicly question her reasons and condemn her without considering the repercussions. Carrie Underwood was defended by Alyssa Farah Griffin, co-host of Whoopi and Joy, who said she could see why the singer accepted the invitation since it was beneficial from a business standpoint, because Trump had the support of the majority of Americans. She said that it is no longer acceptable for someone to destroy the lives of others because they have political opinions that differ from their own.
Star Carrie Underwood has spent most of her career avoiding political talk, but she's set to perform at the upcoming inauguration. She said in a statement that she's doing it because the country must come together in the spirit of unity and look to the future. And lots of her fans aren't thrilled about it, but lots of her fans are. So let's put this in perspective here. What do y'all think?
I personally hope we're moving beyond the era of politics where we want to cancel people's livelihoods because we don't like their politics. And whether it was the Dixie Chicks for criticizing George Bush, didn't agree with it then, and Carrie Underwood, if you have a problem, you register your complaint by not downloading your songs and not going to.
During the panel discussion on January 14th, Joy Behar, the host of The View, openly questioned Carrie Underwood's choice to sing at Donald Trump's second and last presidential inauguration ceremony at the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. on January 20th. 2025. Joy said, "I love our country, but how can you love it and normalize and support someone who has a criminal record and really wants to destroy it? I don't see how you normalize this convicted criminal while claiming to love your nation."
I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't do it, even though I can't
sing.
No, I would not. I would not normalize him. And she says, "I love our country." How do you love your country and support and normalize somebody who was a convicted felon who really wants to destroy the country, in my opinion? I don't understand how you say you love your country at the same time as you normalize this convicted felon, which I can say now every day.
A lot of my family voted for Trump. They love the country and vote for him. I think that people make these decisions for a lot of reasons.
Okay, fine. And I would not be the person to say don't do it because I believe in free speech and everything about it. I personally would not do it. No one's asked me, but that's another story.
I would love for you to do a roast at the Trump inauguration.
Yeah.
Okay. No one else.
Carrie begged her to do it so she wouldn't tell her not to, the 82-year-old stated. Even though her co-hosts seemed to disagree with her comments, she said that she had no issue as long as the country was and remained free. A lot of harsh online criticism was directed at her statement. Another presenter, Sunny Hostin, agreed with Behar, but she said that artists should be free to perform wherever they want since art is art.
We've had people like Reba McEntire come on
Yes.
and say that, you know, she doesn't want to talk about politics. She just wants to sing, she wants to perform, she wants to make people feel good. And I respect that. And then we've had people like Dolly Parton, and I think you asked her,
Are you a feminist?
Are you a feminist? And she
She
said,
said, I don't think
I
so.
don't think so. But then you pushed her and she said, yeah, I guess I am.
Well, I said to her, do you believe that women should make the same amount of money as men? Well, I guess I am a feminist.
Yeah, and she said, I guess I am a feminist. So I think people feel pretty strongly about it. I think art is art, and you know, you have a right to perform where you want to perform. I agree with you, Joy. I can't sing a lick, but I certainly, and I have not been asked, but if I were asked, it would be a hard.
Meanwhile, longtime Trump opponent and co-host Whoopi Goldberg seemed to back Carrie Underwood. "I stand at her back. Like me, I believe they have the same freedom to choose whether or not to perform somewhere, so I had to assist her. But I'm not very interested in watching. I won't be watching, but that's me," she remarked. Goldberg also compared Underwood's decision to the meeting between Donald Trump and Morning Joe co-hosts Micah Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough after a year of criticism of the president-elect. "Noted," she said.
What you do, listen, it's like you know, people do what they do for whatever reasons. It's like Joe and Mika.
Yeah.
They did what they did. They felt that's what they needed to do, and I got to stand behind them.
Yeah.
You know, and I stand
Or not.
behind her not or not, because if I believe I have the right to make up my mind to go perform someplace, I believe they have the same right.
Of course.
And so
That's
I have
true.
to, I have to support. Doesn't mean I'm particularly interested in what I won't be watching, you know, but that's.
The day after the presidential inaugural, committee publicly confirmed that Carrie Underwood would be singing at Trump's swearing-in ceremony. She made similarly contradictory statements. The Inside Your Heaven singer told reporters that her decision was backed by her love for the country and that he was honored to be asked to perform at the inauguration and to have a little part in this historic event. The Grammy winner said, "I am honored to respond to the call at a time when we must all unite in the spirit of unity and looking to the future." Carrie Underwood will perform Ray Charles's well-known 1972 ballad, America the Beautiful, during Donald Trump's inauguration, just before he takes the oath of office. Additionally, it will be the 41-year-old artist's first time playing at a political event. Over the years, she has refrained from taking political positions. But during the 2017 CMA Awards, she and her co-host, fellow country music performer Brad Paisley, made a subtle jab at Donald Trump by replacing the words of her song, Before He Cheats, with the spoof lines, Before He Tweets. Trump's then daily popular posts on the social networking site could have been the target of the remark. Carrie will always be linked to one of the most divisive periods in American history because she decided to perform at Donald Trump's inaugural. In a nation divided along political and ideological lines, her performance acted as both a patriotic gesture and a call to unity. Things heated up right away. Some social media users accused her of embracing a dangerous political figure, while others applauded her courage for prioritizing the greater good above politics. Other platforms' program presenters started to express their thoughts, but none were as candid and critical as the panelists on The View. Their argument was that her performance was more about normalizing challenging politics than it was about patriotism, and many even questioned her patriotism. Former The View anchor Elizabeth Hasselbeck called country music performer Carrie Underwood un-American for agreeing to sing at President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration event. Hasselbeck responded to Bihar's comments and The View for, on most days, not using common reason to unite people around their debating table. Hasselbeck told Hannity Tuesday night that even Whoopi Goldberg couldn't agree with Joy Bihar's outrageous remarks when it was circulated. Hasselbeck attacked Bihar's claims against the singer, noting Underwood's pro-American background and labeling them ludicrous. America the Beautiful will be performed at the historic inauguration of the President of the United States of America. Carrie Underwood, who won American Idol by American votes, had an album and tour called All American Girl, and has actually spent more time on USO tours, serving, helping, and donating to our nation's best veterans, our military, and their families. She wants us to think this way.
I'm missing out. I'm just thankful to be here with you. This is safe territory, Sean. Although I would have loved to have been at that table today. They have refused to put anyone there who has a lick of sense on most days. But today, when those comments got passed around, even Whoopi Goldberg could not agree with the outlandish remark of Joy Behar. I mean, Joy Behar wants us to, in the name of, by the way, liberal tolerance at its best, right? This is what we're seeing. She wants us to believe that Carrie Underwood, who won American Idol by American votes, who had an album and tour called All American Girl, who actually has spent more time on USO tours serving and helping and donating money to our nation's finest, our military, their families, and our veterans, is about to perform America the Beautiful at the historic event of the inauguration of the President of the United States of America, and that she's un-American for doing so. I mean, it's so ridiculous.
The former co-host said that Bihar's intention behind these comments was only a self-serving PR gimmick by associating her name with Underwood. As Hasselbeck put it, they know the ship is sinking, so she wants to attach her name to Carrie Underwood's name so that she maintains relevance. Bihar has to stop telling this dysmorphic lie. Tonight, we're going to do it. We're actually being truth bearers because we understand that it's more un-American to call someone un-American for exercising their American rights, Hasselbeck said. Is everyone there on the day of the inauguration, from the security guards to the housekeepers, un-American? Hasselbeck went on to challenge Bahar's claims. Is that what Joy said? Hasselbeck also denied previous claims that Bahar encourages strong, self-reliant women. That's a lie. Carrie Underwood is the one she should support. And really, Carrie is a great, great woman, Hasselbeck added, emphasizing that Bihar might get a lot of knowledge from the singer by associating with those who don't necessarily share her values. According to the former co-host, Joy could learn if she had her level of influence.
You and I know Joy, and I've actually known Carrie as long as I've known Joy. I'm friends with one and been colleagues with another. You can take the guess, your audience. But I'll say this. What Joy is up to is nothing more than selfish personal publicity gain right now. She wants to attach her name to Carrie Underwood's name so that she maintains relevance because they know the ship is sinking. Number one. Number two, though, even considering that, we cannot let a dysmorphic lie sit out there in the air. It has to be extinguished. And that's what we're doing tonight. We're actually being truth bearers because what we know to be true is that it's actually more un-American to call someone un-American for exercising their American rights. Is every person that shows up on Inauguration Day, from security to custodial staff, un-American? Is that what Joy's saying? If you show up there to do your job, and by the way, she is a woman who says she's for women and strong working women, that's a lie. She should be supporting Carrie Underwood, and actually Carrie's a great, great woman. She could learn a lot from her because Carrie surrounds herself with people who don't always agree with her politically or posture themselves precisely how she does, be it faith or anything else. But
By the way, her inauguration was historic, and she is a woman. Hasselbeck gave encouragement to anyone who had the opportunity. This is a historic occasion. I believe you should if you have the chance as an American to be a part of or close to something this great, she said. Carrie Underwood responded promptly to the View host's remarks. She decided that she would not let these women to alter the original purpose of her actions. Many artists could have avoided such public criticism, but Carrie made a move that startled everyone. She filed a defamation lawsuit against the View's presenters. Her theatrical action demonstrated how seriously she considered the accusations made against her reputation. The case aimed to hold the View hosts accountable for their broadcast, statements claiming that they were unfounded, damaging, and defamatory. Critics are currently examining her reasons for making this choice and how it may affect her future career. Was it a sincere attempt to restore her reputation, or was she just attracting more attention? This raises the issue of how open the media should be to examine the lives and deeds of public people, including celebrities. But Carrie Underwood's point is quite clear. Standing by your beliefs isn't nonetheless. Carrie Underwood's message is quite clear. Defending your convictions requires more than just your words. It also requires your actions when those convictions are questioned.